The other day, I was talking to a friend and I was telling him about how many times I almost died. And I don't know if I would have died, but I got really lucky. I got lost in a parade when I was a little kid and I was found by two strangers. And I just went with them. Thank God they turned out to be two good men and they actually took me home to my grandmother. But what if they hadn't have been good men? Where would I be now? How many kids have disappeared that way? Another time I almost died was I was driving home from work and two semis collided right in front of me. And I was going like 70 miles an hour and I couldn't stop. And they collided and then they flew apart. And I went right down the middle of the road in between them. And it was just pure luck that I didn't crash into the back of one of these trailers and then I would have been gone. Another time I almost died is when I was driving a forklift and I'd been working a bunch of double shifts all in a row. And the forks were all the way raised on this forklift. And I hit a catwalk that was going over the floor. And this flipped the forklift. And I almost smashed my head in between the forklift and this railing. Yeah, I've almost died way too many times. There's a few more times. I'm not going to get into detail here. But what I've learned from all these near death experiences and actual real death experiences of losing those who I care about in this life is that we shouldn't wait until death is stalking our heels to realize how precious life is. Every moment counts, and every breath you take is a blessing. There's this mythical figure in our culture known as the Grim Reaper, and he comes with a sickle and dark robe. But that guy's always around, if you think about it. There's always the specter of death. We're always close to it, even in our most mundane moments in life. I keep a gratitude log, and I have for many years now. And I suggest that everyone do this because there's just so much to be grateful for in this life. You can't be happy unless you're grateful. I think that in our current culture, in this world, we're very spoiled. And because we're so spoiled, we forget to take a look around at all the wonders that surround us. I heard a very interesting statistic the other day, and it was that life at best is 500,000 hours long. And that's if you're lucky. That's what you get 500,000 hours. Go look at a cloud. Go ride a bike. Go take a walk. Hike in the woods. Go talk to a stranger. Go have an adventure. Do something that scares you. Make sure that when your time comes and that man in the robes with the sickle taps you on your shoulder, make sure you can turn around and look at him and say, I don't have very many regrets at all. Thank you and have a wise day.